Saving money is one of the most powerful ways to secure one's financial future. The importance of saving and investing is rarely disputed and is one of the most basic but often repeated financial advice. Despite that, Kenyans have for years struggled with a low savings culture. With the proliferation of digital money lending apps, it has become easier to habitually borrow than to save. However, there are apps such as Chumz that are designed to help Kenyans put money aside as little as 5 shillings and develop great saving and investing habits.
For someone who hasn't worked with, who hasn't experienced Chumz, so first of all, I would like to tell them Chumz, the name is slang for money. And what the platform is aiming to do is to enable anyone to build a savings and investment culture. How do we do this? We do this by giving you an app. It's a mobile app which you can access on Play Store and iOS Store. And then the app itself enables the person to create goals. So for example, if you are planning to invest for vacation, for school fees, for business, you're able to create goals to represent, images to represent those goals. And out of those goals, you can create reminders. And additionally, part of the behavioral finance or behavioral psychology is the app is able to guide you to save based on how you handle your M-Pesa transactions.
The app also has a groups feature which allows users to save with their friends, which sort of mirrors a chama. Friends can chat in the group and remind each other to save. Normal savings on the app earn an interest of 6% annually, while locked savings earn 8%. To withdraw money from a goal, it takes 2 days and the funds are deposited into one's M-Pesa account. Since its inception, Samuel says Chumz has helped thousands of people meet their money goals and also helped them to start forming good saving habits.
So we started doing research about why people don't save. We started that in late 2019, all through 2020, through our friends, our peers, and then outside our close circles. And then we started building it, I would say mid-2020. In 2021, we started applying for the license from CMA. And we were given a license by CMA to now continue rolling out the product in the market to the public. Since then, to date now, we have over 50,000 registered users. And we are happy that the app has had an impact to a lot of people.
Being a Kenyan app, Chumz has taken several steps to gain users' trust and assure them of its safety in handling people's money.
There's definitely that getting the license from Capital Markets Authority, which is very crucial. 2, we have partnered with fund managers who are regulated. So all the funds we aggregate, they are channeled to fund managers who also have licenses under Capital Markets Authority. And then 3, all that money that is collected, again, it goes into a custodian bank account owned by the fund manager. So custodian bank accounts are basically, it's another way of saying a special bank account allocated by CBK and the likes of CMA, which ensures funds aggregated there are public funds and it's under their view.
The value of saving money and accumulating a healthy nest cannot be stressed enough. But factors like lack of funds are a big hindrance that prevents people from building up savings, let alone investing.
Most fund managers were asking for a minimum of 1,000 Kenya shillings. But our approach is we are allowing people to save as low as 5 shillings. So whatever you do, whatever you are working on, even if you get 10 shillings, that 10 shillings over time amount to something if you're very consistent. And the example I always like to give for this is back in our homes, we used to have piggy banks. Those black boxes where they had a slit and you'd put coins there. The whole point for that box wasn't for you to become a millionaire, but the whole point was for you to build that savings culture and to see that every shilling you put in there, at the end of the year, it amounts to something.
The popular 52-week money challenge is also among the goals on the app, where people deposit an increasing amount of money each week for 1 year.
So 52-week challenge is basically a preset plan on how you can save. You can go to the platform and select 52-week challenge, and basically what it does, it tells you week 1 you deposit 50 shillings, week 2 you double the amount, week 3 you triple the amount all the way to the year end. So we have seen that really works well for most people who are still trying to figure out planning savings to work with. So the idea is, one of the things we are going to do is introduce more challenges